Do you value intimacy and connection? Are you curious about sexuality? Do you seek practical advice? Or are you eager to explore topics like communication, sexual health, pleasure, and relationships? Welcome to the Sexuality Clinic Podcast. There is no age that this podcast is aimed at, there is no gender or anything else that is specific. If you're curious, you have a desire to learn, you have a desire to grow, and you're interested in improving your sexual connections and communication with partners, then this is the place for you. Welcome to the Sexuality Clinic Podcast, where we explore pleasure and relationships. This podcast is designed to help you deepen emotional and physical connections, prioritize your pleasure, and build stronger, more intimate relationships. Hosted by Canadian Clinical Sexologist Roxanna Smallwood. That's me. This show offers a shame-free space for candid, science-backed discussions on sexual health, body literacy, anatomy, self-exploration, and relationships, both solo and partnered. So whether you're seeking to better understand your body, explore your desires, or communicate your sexual needs with confidence, each episode provides actionable tips and expert insights that will empower you to take control of your sexual expression. Join us as we dive into conversations about sexuality, love, and relationships, while also tackling topics like sexual expression, communication, and self-care. So if you're ready to prioritize your pleasure and start building the intimate life you deserve, tune in now and don't forget to download my free checklist, join the waitlist for my online course, or check out my online adult shop at thesexualityclinic.com. Subscribe today and start your journey toward more confident, connected, and pleasurable relationships. I'm your host, Roxanna Smallwood, a Canadian clinical sexologist, and I'm thrilled that you've joined me for this important conversation. On this podcast, we're going to dive deep into topics that can help you build stronger, intimate relationships and prioritize your pleasure in a shame-free space. People who talk about sex have great sex. Okay, we don't just find a partner and if it's meant to be, it's just going to be fab. Nope. We wake up and we choose each other. And we wake up and we talk to each other about our expectations, about our desires. We explore together. And that is how a well-connected relationship is founded. And then it continues with waking up and choosing each other and choosing that communication and choosing to know and be open and feel confident and comfortable with your partner every day. A lot of what I talk about when it relates to relationships can be applied to more than just your intimate sexual partnered relationships. But for the purposes of this podcast, I will sort of be centering around sexuality and sexual expression and connection with intimate partners. I mean, there are so many aspects of sexuality and sensuality and relationships that I cannot wait to dive into. If you're struggling with your sexual expression, I have put together a free ultimate sexual wellness checklist that you can download from my website. It's at thesexualityclinic.com. And the checklist includes steps to help you foster a positive relationship with your body and your sexual experiences. So, this can help you to take a step back, look through the different aspects of your sexual wellness, and consider areas where you might need to do some work, where there might be a possibility for improvement. If you head on over to my website at thesexualityclinic.com to get your free checklist, while you're there, you can have a look in my shop for some goodies that might enhance your pleasure journey. Maybe you want a little vibe. Maybe you want a little bit of a lubricant. Or perhaps you have a question. Feel free to drop it in my contact box or send an email to Roxanna at thesexualityclinic.com. Take the time to explore what pleasure means to you and prioritize your well-being. You deserve to experience intimacy in a way that feels empowering and enjoyable. I do not want any of my listeners to believe that they should have sex that looks anything like something that somebody else is doing. They shouldn't look this way or do that activity or this activity because they saw it somewhere. It should be an expression of your own desires and your own pleasure seeking activities. You do not need to have PVI, for example, penis in vagina intercourse. to call it sex. So, my podcast is going to help you to redefine what sex is and to look at ways to improve your relationships and to experience more pleasure. Pleasure is a birthright. You deserve it.